How's it going, everybody? This is just gonna be a quick video on some awesome lights that you can pick up through Olight, and they are having a flash sale from August 13th through August 17th. So let's talk about some of these lights you can pick up and some of the ones that I would recommend that you try to pick up during this flash sale. So as a quick disclaimer, yes, I am an affiliate of Olight. They did send me all these lights for free. I'm not obligated to make any of these videos or do anything like this. I'm not obligated to direct you guys to them. I'm not obligated to say like anything positive about any of these lights. They do just send me the lights and they say, hey, we're having a flash sale if you want to direct your viewers to try to pick up some of these lights. If you want to review any of these lights, you can do that. So that's pretty much the extent of the relationship I have with Olight. So real quick, let's kind of get the logistics of the flash sale out of the way. The flash sale is starting from August 13th through 17th. You can get up to 45% off on specific lights. They have various bundles and you get some rewards if you go above certain prices when you pick up certain bundles or you go over a certain price point. You can get gifts and stuff like that. Olight has all the details about their flash sale on their website, and I will put a link down in the comment section as well as the detail section to the Olight if you want to look at any of these lights, if you want to pick up any of these lights. And it is an affiliate link, so I'd get a small commission off of it. It's not anything significant. So one of the main lights that I was really excited about when I got it and that it's going to be included with this flash sale, and I think that a lot of you guys are going to dig it, is the Olight Balder Mini. So this is a dedicated pistol light. It's very similar to the Olight Mini Valkyrie 2, which I've reviewed previously on the channel. The Balder is a little bit bigger, but that is because it has some different features attached to it that the Mini Valkyrie 2 does not. The Balder is actually a combination of a white light and a laser. I haven't got a whole lot of range time or like torture tests on the specific light. So of course, if there's any durability issues down the road, I will let you guys know that. But this is a really interesting light because it has that combination. And how it works is there's actually a toggle switch down here at the bottom. So you can go all the way to the left. And if you use the little pressure pad, that is the laser. You guys probably won't see that, but I'll just kind of flash it. So that's the laser. So all the way to the left is just the dedicated laser. The middle is a combination of the white light and the laser. And then if you just go all the way to the right, it is just the dedicated white light. So that is kind of the combination. It's kind of cool because you get that all in one package where you can have just exclusively a laser if that's what you dig, or you can have a combination of the white light and the laser, or you can just have the white light. So it kind of gives you some versatility of in your weapon light or in your carry light, however you want to run it. It gives you some versatility in that. So I really dig that. So just for some quick specs on the Balder Mini, it's a 600 lumens, 130 meter beam throw. So that's pretty significant. It's not real crazy in the lumens, but still it's a pretty good light, especially because it gives you that versatility along with the laser with the white light. It's compatible with a bunch of different pistols. As you can see on here, it has the quick detach on it. So it just goes back off, goes on, you just ratchet it down. So it's pretty simple on off. It's real cool if you have a bunch of different lights, especially if you only have, like, let's say this is the only light you're gonna pick up. It gives you versatility, and if you have a bunch of pistols, you can just switch it over real quick and easy to a bunch of different pistols versus like I have an Enforce on one of my Glock 19s and you have to have a screwdriver to take that off, and so it's a little bit annoying. But with something like this where it has a quick ratchet system, you could just take this off and say if I didn't want to run that anymore and I wanted to run this Mini 2 Valkyrie and just put that on. And so a lot of their systems are pretty much just quick on off, which I appreciate. And the really cool thing about this specific light has to do with the flash sale, because the flash sale, they have some various bundles and stuff you can pick up. So there's some bundles where you can pick this weapon light up along with some EDC carry lights, and up to like the sales price is gonna be like $84. So you can get a dedicated weapon light that has a lot of versatility in it, along with some other lights for really cheap, where if you were picking these up normally just on a normal day through Olight, or if you were to try to find some other specific pistol lights or weapon lights, not just from Olight, but from some other companies as well, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. So that's why I'm always really excited about Olight's flash sales, because you can get a lot of good lights and you can get a lot of variety for really cheap, and a lot cheaper than you could traditionally pick up these type of lights. So if you're looking for a weapon light, I would definitely recommend you go over to Olight during the flash sale and pick yourself up this Balder Mini. It seems really cool to me, and it gives you a lot of versatility, which I think a lot of you will be into. Another light that I'm excited that Olight's including in this flash sale is the Warrior X Turbo. This light is more of a heavy duty light. As you can tell, it's not something that you can carry. It's not an EDC light like some of the other lights that Olight has, but this is more of just like a utility light. The Warrior X Turbo is gonna be 30% off. So like I mentioned, with a lot of these lights, you're gonna get percentages off. And so it's gonna be a lot cheaper than traditionally what you could pick this up for. And I believe actually to pick this up, just if you're going to get this light, it's $97. But then, like I mentioned, they have various bundles where you can pick this light up along with some other lights. So the Warrior X Turbo has different like functionalities. It has a low beam, it has a high beam, up to 1,000-meter throw is what it says. It is very bright. I tried it at night. It's super bright. Is it more than some other lights I've tried? Not necessarily, but still it's a good value, especially if you're looking for more of a heavy-duty utility light. It's nice. I mentioned, again, it's completely rechargeable. It doesn't require you to go out and buy batteries, so I appreciate that. And also the neat thing about this is on their specs, it says it integrates with the Odin pressure switch, which I haven't tried yet. I do have the Odin, but I haven't switched it over. I haven't have to take it off my rifle and would have to integrate with this. But they say that you can use that pressure pad from the Odin with this. So if you picked up one of the Odin lights, which had the integrated pressure pad and the magnetic lock that goes on the Odin, you can use that with this Warrior X Turbo. So that's really cool. As you can see, Olight kind of works things together with their lights as far as charging, pressure pads, stuff like that, so that when you pick one up, it really helps you and you can build off different kits and setups with the Olight setups. So there are some other things that you can pick up during the Olight flash sale, but the Balder Mini and the Warrior X Turbo are the main ones I'm excited about. Olight also did send me that they have this Olight Pin 2. And so essentially it's a pin along with a light. Again, this light is fully rechargeable by a USB. And so it has a light on there. And then if you double tap, that's a highlight. So it has 2 stages on it. You could actually take this off of the pin. And so the light portion is completely independent from the pin part. So I guess if you want to take it off, you could. But I would pretty much just keep them together. And I've just thrown this in one of my EDC bags that I have. And it's just pretty much stayed in there. And then the pin is just pretty much one of those little gravity pins where you just lock it into position. Pin's decent. It's a little heavy for me, so I don't know if it's something I would carry in my pocket, but I have thrown it into one of my EDC bags just so I have something in there as far as a pin and actually an extra backup light. And I have another Olight light in there. I think it's one of their i5Ts sitting in my EDC bag, but it's just another cool backup light. And if you just wanted something that's kind of cool where you have a pin and a light, that's kind of neat. And one of the last honorable mentions is this little bonus that you will get if you go over a certain price if you buy from Olight. It's just the i1R EOS. It's just something I've thrown on my keychain. Again, it's completely rechargeable by USB, but it's an interesting little light. It's just a little switch screw. So if you screw it to one point, it's kind of the low beam. Then you go to the second one, it's the high beam. So if you do a certain amount of purchase from Olight during the flash sale, this is one of the gifts that you get along with that. And so as you can see, I just threw it onto my keys. Again, so I just have always a backup light. And so it's just gonna stay there. This is actually kind of cool little thing. And I was kind of excited I got this. My wife wanted it because it's like in Tiffany blue. I think they have some other colors, but right now this is just gonna stay on my key light just so I always have a backup. So there you guys have it. That's what's going on with the Olight flash sales. I highly recommend that if you're in the market to pick up some value and some good lights and that won't break the bank, I always recommend Olight, especially during their flash sales. Like I mentioned, the 2 that I'm really excited about that I would recommend you try to go pick up and that you try out would be the Balder Mini, because it has that versatility in the white light and the laser, and that it can be integrated with a lot of different pistols. And also, if you're looking for a like utility light, I would highly recommend you go pick up the Warrior X Turbo, because I've really liked it. Especially if you picked up one of the Odin rifle lights and you have that pressure pad, I would highly recommend you do that, because you can maybe integrate it with your rifle if you needed something like really heavy duty. Would I put this on my rifle? No, but some of you might, and some of you might dig that. So as always, thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And never forget, this nation was built by armed scholars, and this nation will be maintained by armed scholars.